Well, folks, we got another good one, I have a feeling. I don't know the song, but I've been on somewhat of a John Conlee tear because I reacted to one of John's songs some months back, whatever it was, and then people were like, you got to do this one, you got to do that one. And I keep finding time and space to put those requests in. And so I'm doing Rose-Colored Glasses, and it was requested by Ozark Hillbilly. And maybe the reason I went with this is because that's an awesome screen name. Of course, I love the, well, it wasn't a movie, I love the series. I mean, I was just addicted to that thing. Same way I was to The Sopranos and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Shout out to you, Ozark Hillbilly. Let's see what John Conlee's got for us. I don't know the song. Pretty beginning.
I don't know why I keep on believing you need me when you've proved so many times that it ain't true.
This is gonna hurt.
And I can't find one good reason for staying. Maybe my leaving would be the best for you. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty.
What's the truth now?
And they let me hold on to the good times, good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated, when reflections in your eyes show me a fool. These rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth.
I can't figure out yet in the song who did wrong, if anybody, or if somebody, if she just lost heart. Because he's the fool for holding on. He's indicting himself in this thing. I can relate to parts of this, but I'm like infusing elements of my own experience in life into this song, and it's coloring it differently a bit. That's just how we all hear songs. But maybe we're going to find out. But man, when he said, the reflection in her eyes shows a fool. It's like, holy crap, who thinks of lines like that? Some people are just brilliant, brilliant observers of life, and they know how to just use words. Like, I know how to use words because I write a lot, I've published, but I hear stuff like that, and I'm like, that's a different level. From me, that's just a different level.
So I'll just keep on hoping, believing that maybe by counting the many times I've tried, you'll believe me when I say I love you, and I'll lay these rose-colored glasses aside.
He left.
These rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through show only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth.
You know, that's one of those songs that's left open-ended because you don't know what the truth is, other than the fact that she doesn't want to be with him any longer. She doesn't have feeling for him any longer, and he'd be better off leaving. I can relate to too much of this. We call them rose-colored glasses. Maybe that's just another name for fight. Because you want to fight for something. If, you just don't walk at the first, problem that arises. Do you walk at the 20th? I mean, there's no blueprint for these things in life. I have my channel on quotes that you see, and I did a quote. It was maybe I'll bring it over to the channel here at some point. Quotes about God. And they weren't biblical quotes. They weren't anti-biblical. It wasn't anything like that. But they were different people's reflections. And Ted Williams, the great baseball player, one of the greats of all time, said that, like, God gets me to the plate. It's up to me to do something with it when I get there. Paraphrasing, but that's pretty close. It's kind of like that in the relationships. It's like we're in the relationship. We got to make the most. We try to make the most of them. We're not going to walk away just at the first sight of problems. But at some point, in this case, she just had no feeling for him anymore. That's how I hear it. And I mean, I can relate to this. Believe me, I can relate to this. But Jesus, it's way too real. Some of these songs. Ozark Hillbilly, man, I hope this didn't happen, assuming you're a dude. Well, hillbilly, I'm guessing. But I hope this didn't happen to you. But if it did, you and I should have a drink one day. And maybe, I mean, I don't bash, anybody that I've been, I don't bash people in life. It's not my style. There's some people I'm really not fond of, but I generally just don't talk about them all that often. But politicians, shall we say. But I got to rate this thing. Man, did that hit home. Shit. All right, the number that blasted into my head, and it blasted into my head when I thought of rating this thing, and his voice just brings it home, and then you got the simple strings, not the, country violin, but or the country fiddle. This is more like violin. It's the same instrument, but it's differently presented. Is a 9.5. 9.5. And maybe that's selfish of me to go that high. I don't know. It just was too real. And that gets a lot of points in my book. So, Ozark Hillbilly, thank you, my friend, for that request. I don't know. There's a lot of pain in this world, and that's why I do the channel, partly, just to get a respite from it. And then and a song brings me right back to it. But I'm good with that. Have a great day, folks. Leave your comments. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.